Yo, what's going on, guys? CultofMush back at it with top 5 PC hardware deals of the week. As always, some great deals this week, so let's get right into this with number 5. Number 5, I always like to start off with some storage on Amazon. Right now, you can pick up the Samsung 850 Pro Series 256GB solid state drive. This SSD is available for $117, which is a pretty good price for a 256GB drive. Comparatively, the 128GB model of this SSD is available for $90, so spending less than $30 more and getting double the storage space seems like a really good idea. And I'm running a Samsung SSD in my build and they work really well. I've had nothing but positive experiences with them. So if you guys are in the market for a SSD, a lot of people do flock towards that 120GB drive, but right now the 256GB SSD is cheap enough where you can put it in a lot of budget end builds, even like $1,000 builds. Moving right along on Newegg, you can pick up the Intel Core i5-6500. This is a Skylake quad-core CPU running at 3.2 GHz. This CPU is listed at $205, but there's a promo code you guys can use that will take off another $25. The i5-6600K goes for like $250. The 6700K is also very expensive, so the i5-6500, getting that for $190 is a really good deal. Yes, this CPU is not overclockable, but it is clocked at 3.2 GHz. It is a quad-core CPU. And the fact that it's under $200 makes the entry to Skylake PCs, if that's what you guys want to build, because picking up a 6600K in my opinion is just too expensive. The i5-6500, if you guys are on a budget, you can fit this into a lot of budget builds, and $190 is a pretty good price for a pretty good CPU. A great thing about the i5-6500 is the power efficiency that goes for all the Skylake CPUs. They're just very power efficient. And while I personally would probably still recommend to stick with Haswell series CPUs, if you guys do want a Skylake CPU, this is one of the better deals you guys are gonna find. Moving on to number 3, we got the XFX Radeon R9 380X. This is a 4GB video card, and over on Newegg, this GPU is available for $220. There's also a $20 mail-in rebate, so if you decide to use that mail-in rebate, you'll get this GPU for $200, which is a really good deal for an R9 380X. The 380X just pretty much smacks the 960, so if you guys are deciding between the 380X and the 960, I would go with the 380X. But typically, this GPU did hover around $240, even sometimes higher, so getting it for $220 and a $20 mail-in rebate, that's a really good deal. Unfortunately, there isn't any extra inclusions with the R9 380X, no free game or anything like that, but the price of the video card is very good, so I think that makes the deal well worth it alone. And as far as performance goes on this GPU, if you're gaming at 1080p, expect really good performance and really good settings. You'll be able to play games like Metal Gear Solid 5, Grand Theft Auto 5, The Witcher 3, all the latest games, upcoming games. You'll be able to play them at really good settings and really good frame rates. Even if you want to push some games at 1440p, you will be able to do that. But obviously, on the higher end games, the R9 380X is going to struggle quite a bit at that resolution. Moving on to number 2, you can pick up the Sapphire NITRO R9 390 on Amazon right now. This is an 8GB video card for $315, so $15 mail-in rebate is included. So you use that and you get this GPU for $300, which isn't an amazing deal, but the NITRO R9 390 is such a good video card that if you can find any sort of discount on it, I would consider that a good deal. This GPU has an awesome cooler, so if you do want to overclock it, you'll be able to do that, and everybody knows about the performance that the R9 390 offers at 1080p or 1440p. Given its price being a $300 video card, the fact that it can push the kind of frame rates that it does at 1440p is pretty awesome. And I don't see this video card going under $300 for a while now, so this really is the best deal that you're gonna get. But for an awesome video card, $300 is well worth it. Finally, number 1, one of the R9 390's primary competitors, I have the GeForce GTX 970 from Zotac here. This is a 4GB video card. So you can pick this up on Newegg right now for $290. That's the base price, no mail-in rebate or anything like that. And you'll also get a free copy of Rise of the Tomb Raider as well, so that's a fantastic deal. You're getting a great video card in the GTX 970 for a discounted price, and you're getting a free copy of Rise of the Tomb Raider, which so far in 2016 has been one of my favorite games. Obviously, it did originally come out in 2015, but just came to PC this year. And as you guys know, I run a GTX 970 myself, and gaming at 1080p, this GPU is just badass. Maxing out the majority of games, getting 50 to 60 frames per second is just a really good 1080p gaming experience. Where the GTX 970 does struggle a bit is 1440p gaming. If you guys want to game at that resolution, I would recommend the R9 390 over the GTX 970 by quite a bit. But if you want an NVIDIA video card, if you want the free copy of Rise of the Tomb Raider, and if you're gaming at 1080p, it doesn't get much better than the GTX 970 considering its price and considering its performance. And I think Zotac is very underrated. I've tried out many of their video cards. I actually have the Zotac GTX 750 Ti, and that's worked very well. So yeah, for $290, this is a very good deal. So that's gonna wrap up top 5 PC hardware deals of the week. As always, guys, thanks for watching. If you have a request for a future video, leave it in the comments section down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.